Like the second I start, it jumps on. I don't need you. Thank you. Reminder thingy, whatever the frick you are. I don't need you. Anyway, I do not know why. It's always some frustrating thing, but it's not one thing, it's another. It's just, it would be nice if I could just have an uninterrupted, like 3 months or 4 months or something where something didn't go wrong. It would be wonderful. I don't care. Okay. So I'm not trying to update GOG. I'm just okay. I thought GOG wasn't going to load because it wouldn't update, but it just said it failed and I can always download, which means I have to uninstall all the games and reinstall all the games because GOG is smart, is special that way, apparently. So I thought I saw something odd going on, but I think I just unknowingly smacked something with my finger or some such. All right, let's get into this. Hopefully, no further problems. Actually, let's just have a nice, calm, peaceful stream, shall we? Instead of having a pain in the ass every 2 minutes. That'd be wonderful. Okay, so we have to find some way of like replicating. I would assume 9 wolf pelts, or find a pile of 9 wolf pelts hanging around somewhere. Don't know how we do that. I gave him one, so I can't even replicate at this point, right? I just have to find more. So I don't think it's replicating. Otherwise, they allow a game-breaking thing there, which is always possible. I mean, they've had bugs in this game elsewhere too, so it's definitely possible that I could have a serious problem there. Okay, I can't. Other than traveling, I can't do anything more here, right? Um, where's my map? I made a map of this before. Where did I put that? Let's see. Oh, hmm. Well, I had a map of the forest last time. I don't know where that went. Is it here, maybe? This might be it. Maybe. That's not it. Hmm. I have to remap this? I already mapped this all out. Why would I have to? That's dumb. Okay, I'm gonna have to find that. I'm not gonna redraw all of this again. It took me long enough to do it last time. I wouldn't have thought I would have put it somewhere hard to find, but I don't see it lying around right here. So I don't know. Shoot. Um, I see the paper I used to explain how I was going about winning the NIM game last time, but I don't see. Oh, something fell. Oh, it's fine. Good day, Manav. I can't find the map I made of this forest last time to know how to get out of it and get into where I want to go, like whatever location I want to go. I found the paper that I used where I was explaining how I went about winning the NIM game, but I can't find the paper where I made the map of this. That's just really weird. Like there's no reason. Oh, is it here? Might be here. I might have just found it. Hang on. Yeah, okay. I got it. I got it. I did not like make a cleaner version of it, but that's okay. But I did get it. I did find it. So we need. I was thinking previously, once we found that, or once we got that first wolf pelt from the princess to be, or duchess to be, or whatever she is exactly, the fiance of the duke, that now that we had wolf pelt, maybe the key would be to duplicate that, right? But then when I talked to, I don't remember his name, but the innkeeper or the mayor of the town, he took the one wolf pelt from me. So either I broke my game when I did that, or I'm thinking we find another 9 pelts somewhere, but I don't know where to look. I cannot think of anywhere in the forest that we've not already looked, other than going through the tunnel in the heart of the forest, but we can't do that until we have the detector, the EMF machine or whatever that the mayor has. And I don't know where we're gonna find 9 wolf pelts now. Came in here because I have this old axe, so I thought maybe we use this on a stump or something, but I don't. Nothing here. All right, so from the entrance, if I go left, we end up the place where we found a piece of Timmy's scarf. Don't imagine there's anything here to chop, but we could always look and see. I mean, obviously, we're going to use the axe somewhere. So, might as well see if a tree is going to work for us, but it doesn't look like it. Let's see. From there, straight left goes straight to the cave, or to the heart of the forest, whatever. This goes to where we found the fiance. Let's do this. Just more explorations, or like more, not exploration exactly, but more places other than that heart of the forest to see if there's somewhere else we can use the axe as well. Mm-hmm. I don't see anything here. Yeah, my computer decided it was not going to recognize one of my hard drives, which normally wouldn't be a big deal. I mean, I'd figure it out later, not bother with the stream. But it's the hard drive I use for all of the streaming stuff. So, like the settings for my streaming software, all of the logos and the webcam information, all of that stuff, where I actually keep a recording of the stream at the same time as the actual streaming happens, all of that stuff was inaccessible. So I start up my software and it's like, cannot find, there's like a list of like 30 things. And I was like, really? So it took me like 20, I don't even know, 30 minutes something to figure out to figure out how to get the hard drive to be seen again. And a part of that also, I didn't know what was causing the hard drive to what was causing the machine to fail to see the hard drive. So I updated Windows and I updated my graphics card and I shut down other hard drives and I rebooted multiple times. I tried to look in BIOS to see if it was seeing it. It was a big thing. So it turned out to be a super easy fix, of course, like it always ends up being for some reason. I always make it more complicated than it needs to be, but it is what it is. I did figure it out eventually. If it was just like, some backup storage drive or something, I'd be like, well, I'll figure out later why the computer can't see it. But in this case, it was like, well, we could stream. It would be basically the game and my face and literally nothing else. No, well, and a chat window, I guess. But otherwise, nothing else. No. Anyway, I just. The biggest thing, more than any of the other stuff would have taken time to recreate, but not a huge deal. But the biggest thing was that I wouldn't be able to keep a backup recording. So if ever something gets flagged on YouTube, I could take the recording I have, modify it manually myself on my hard drive, and then upload it again later so it's not blocked or any of that kind of stuff. Um, Still no, and this is where I think this is where the fiance was, right? And then let's see, Toomey Scarf. No, this is where the bounty hunter was. The trap used to be right here. Which means if we go here, this is going to take us over to number 2. This one, yeah. Which... that is something I've noticed with this game. It's not always true. But it seems more often than not, Wilbur is solo, and everybody else is paired up. There was a little bit of pairing with Wilbur and Ivo earlier, obviously coordinating between the two. But they weren't really like grouped together. He was in one spot, she was in another, and they would just hand back and forth that way. They were sort of together, I guess, but it's like Wilbur's always solo flying. That goes back there. I don't want to do that. That goes number 1. Okay. So none of these trees either, huh? I was initially thinking maybe that stump on the very first screen when you first enter the forest might have been accessible. I use the axe on that, open it up, and oh, there's a hidden cache here or something. But no, that's not apparently gonna happen. So not bottom left. I want to go this way. This will take me to number 1 if I'm not misreading the sloppy map I made. Okay, we're at the stone head right here. None of... I can't look at the stone head anymore. I just had that initial description. Let's go further. Yeah. I've been to all of those. I've been to those. Okay, guess we'll go to the cave. Or the heart of the forest, whatever. Don't think there's anything here to use it on either, but let me keep looking. Nope. Okay, this is the clay mining, or the clay harvesting. This. There we go. Ooh, spoopy. Super spoopy. It is pretty cool, though, that they have the background sounds and stuff. Set the ambiance. Hmm. Is there anything on the screen that I've missed? Doesn't seem so. Nothing new is highlighting. Or better said, nothing that I've not already seen is highlighting, right? Then down to the right. Okay. Straight left, yeah. Down and to the right. Now start, and now we leave the woods. Okay. Well, that did not turn up anything. Which is unfortunate. Oh, look at the bed sheet? Oh. Did I already look at this before?
It seems the mayor isn't just the mayor, fireman, priest, coachman, and blacksmith. Looks like he's also forced into being his own washerwoman.
Oh, could take it now.
Hopefully the mayor won't have any objection, as long as it helps me banish the evil from the woods. You can always use some string, as I'm sure I've mentioned on more than one occasion. Ah, it wouldn't be theft. I really need the string for, stuff. The washing line does, however, seem to be knotted to a hook on the house, which is much too high up for me. If you can't undo a knot, then you can at least cut it. That's it.
There we go. And we still have the axe. Okay. Tear-proof washing line. White bed sheet.
The bedsheet could make the great beginnings of a ghost costume. The The only thing more useful than a bit of string and a long stick is a long stick with a bit of string attached. Fishing rods offer the best of both worlds, and one can do practically anything with them. Like, well, fishing, for example.
So sweet. Uh-huh. The only thing better than a stick and a washing line is a washing line tied to a stick. There is some logic for you. Boards.
Shop has been nailed up. I'm sure that a few little wooden planks like that wouldn't stop a headless horseman or a werewolf. Shop has been nailed. I'm sure.
Yeah.
This might prove useful. I can't see anything. The wolf skin is lying right in front of the hole.
Grab the wolf skin again. So we just cycle through 10 times or 9 times.
Got it.
I feel like this is that's funny. This is probably gonna be the thing. In the very off chance that I do that and there's not gonna be a way to get back. Just in case, this game has had game breaking bugs before. So let me just back. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's try it. Hopefully we don't have to do all 9 times manually, but whatever. Thought I grabbed this. There we go.
I've got another wolf skin for you. Different one.
Oh, fantastic! You just need 8 more.
But of course. Back in a minute.
7.
That makes
Perfect.
10. So, did you gain experience while completing the quest?
Yeah. No one likes a generic collect quest.
It kills time. Isn't that the point?
Not really.
Here's your crossbow.
Ah, very nice. Now I finally got everything I need to go deeper into the woods. Wish me luck.
Oh, I do. And you'll need it.
Okay. Oh, I thought we needed the EMF thing though also. Do we not? I'll worry about that later, I guess. Alright, I go here because I can go straight to deeper into the woods. Alright.
The crossbow alone isn't going to be much help against the werewolf. I'll need a bolt made of silver before I can venture in there.
I forgot about that. Shoot, I need a bolt with silver. I have a bolt, I just need silver on it somehow. Here I thought, yay, we're ready. Nope, unfortunately that is incorrect. Second, I did not note down that you get both ways on this particular path. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, and that one goes around there. Here, come to this. Doesn't matter. So do this. We go up here, back to the cave. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. This is the one, and then. Yeah, down to the right. That's right. And then add. Okay, so I need silver. How am I gonna get silver? Hmm.
You can press clay and whatever else you want into bricks.
Neat.
I think
Fire.
Nate has been putting a few more logs on the fire since the attack. And it still doesn't radiate a real sense of security.
I mean, if I were them, I'd be sitting on this side of the fire because I would assume there's. I mean, it's still possible, right? Obvious, I guess, but I would assume there's less of a chance that some danger will crawl up the side of a cliff, up the rocks to get you that way, rather than coming from down over here or from over here. If you're on this side of the fire, you have the fire between you and whatever comes. But glowing coal, I can't just grab that, I assume, right? So what do I... I mean, this stuff, if it's just a glowing coal, this stuff's just going to burn if I use it, right?
Touch hot coals with my bare hands. I'd need a really, really good
Yeah.
reason to do that.
Yeah. No. Neither of those. I wouldn't have expected that anyway. Oh, I could maybe use the mug, right? Yeah.
The
There
stone
we go.
goblet could easily withstand fire, but what's the point in heating it up?
No, I'm not heating. I'm okay. I wasn't going to heat it up. I was going to put it in the goblet so that it would cool. Have a chance to cool, but I guess I don't need that right now. So anyway, I guess that doesn't matter anyway because what I need is silver, of some kind. I don't know where I'm going to get that.
Every time I talk to him, I see that dreadful combination of hope and despair in his eyes. I won't do that any more than absolutely necessary.
So really, there's nothing more to say to him and Nate. We just talk about how he's like trying to help out or whatever. Silver, silver, silver. Where am I gonna get? I mean, I guess the inn maybe, but I don't remember anything else to look at in the inn. See if there's anything else floating around town or something. Or not the inn, the store. Whatever. I don't think there's anything else here, though. Let's talk to the mayor way down here, okay? Fine. So that's not what I want to do yet, at least. Miss something that's silver? Doesn't look like I missed anything. sit in the chair to try to ward monsters or something, but that's not gonna happen. Not only can I not interact with it, but I would assume as soon as Wilbur tried to jump on there, the mayor would be like, "What are you doing? That's my circle of protection," or whatever. "Oh, that's my circle of protection," or whatever he says. The shelf.
I
We
don't
already
think the
looked
shop
before.
is doing well. Sure, a motley selection of armor, weaponry, food, and magic posters always tends to work. But if the shop is stuck out in the middle of nowhere and no one is sending heroes to the area, then who is going to buy all this stuff? The shelves seem to be some kind of catch-all for things even the most optimistic shop owner couldn't hope to sell quickly. If I had more time, I'd love to rummage. I love this kind of stuff. I don't think the shop is sure, but if the shop...
Okay. So nothing new for that. I don't know if I have anything more to ask her or not. Maybe.
Hello?
What?
What?
You don't have any silver, do you? Then I could use it to make a silver crossbow bolt to protect myself against the werewolf.
Of what interest is a werewolf in the woods to me? I want to go to the castle. That's in the other direction.
Yes, but once the werewolf is out of the way, I can take care of the headless horseman. And once he's out of the way, the mayor will take us to the castle.
That's a bit complicated. I'd rather stage a clothing malfunction and convince the idiot to do anything for me that way. But that's risky. I wrote Laddie that I was a virtuous virgin.
Do you have any silver or not?
Of course I do. I have my silver jewelry. But I'm not wasting it on your shenanigans.
I think there might be a way to let the Count know that you're here.
Oh, really?
All I need is a little silver.
For what?
I'm going to send him light signals. Morse code, you know? If I had a really, really good mirror, then the moonlight would be enough for that. And as everyone knows, nothing reflects moonlight better than silver.
Of course. You're always hearing people say the silver moon and stuff like that.
Because that's what that means.
I would melt the silver and vapor deposit it onto a piece of glass.
Smart boy. So how much silver do you need?
About the same amount as a silver crossbow bolt.
Well, if everything goes to plan, then I'll soon have coffers full of the stuff. Let me know when you're ready. It's important.
I have to go. Save my friends. See you.
A hot cocoa. That'd do fine.
So she gave us her bracelet. Aww. Oh, a handful. Oh, more than just that. Okay, well, anyway. Okay, so now we go back up. Probably. I put the silver into here.
The goblet is almost full to the brim with silver jewelry. Didn't look much to begin with.
Now, this here.
Silver only melts at really high temperatures. The fire would be a much better bet for that.
Oh, is that just the coals? Oh, sorry. Let's try this again. Fire.
Let's see what happens. Ah, hot. In fact, it's hot enough to melt the silver in the goblet. That's definitely not going to work. The clay is pretty moist and the hot silver would make the water evaporate pretty explosively. I'm still a gnome, and by our very nature, we gnomes know about vaporous explosivisions.
So I have to dry that? Do I use this? How do I dry it? Sand, maybe.
I wonder if I could press the sand into some kind of brick. It's dry, and that might prevent it from sticking together very well. It worked! The sand has formed a pretty solid block. Just the same, I'd better leave it in the press so that it doesn't fall apart.
Do that instead.
A very good mold of the boat. I can't see any difference from the original.
So now this on the this.
This is the moment of truth. Nate, can you carefully pour the molten silver into the sand mold without burning your robot hand things?
Gorodelut. Apparently that means you got it.
Careful. Very, very careful.
Roga.
Brilliant. Well done. There was just enough silver. The mold in the sand is filled to the brim and it's starting to cool. Now we wait.
5 hours later.
Perfect. It looks exactly like the iron bolt, only this one will be able to inflict some damage on a werewolf as well. Now I finally got everything I need to go deeper into the woods. Wish me luck.
Take care, Wilbur, and shout if you need any help.
I feel like that may not be true still. Because didn't we just get when we got the crossbow? Okay. I adjusted it again. We'll see. This game is problematic. I keep having to, like, over and over, like, every X amount of time I have to do more volume adjustment on the stream because my video or my computer is at max volume. The music in the game is at minimum volume without being completely silent. And the voice is at max volume in the game. There's literally almost nothing more I can do. I turned the volume up from the game volume up some in the stream. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if that's still a problem, I guess. We'll see if I can figure anything else out, but... Okay, so... What I was going to say is, I'm pretty sure after we got the crossbow from completing the wolf pelt quest, he said, now I can go deeper into the woods. We went deeper into the woods. And then I still need a silver crossbow. So we'll see if this time maybe it's enough. Alright, now maybe?
Whew. Okay. Time to hunt me a werewolf.
Oh, it's a
No!
spider.
Begone, you beast! That was pretty easy. Okay?
You just wasted the
Has she
silver,
gone?
man.
I drove it away. And I thought that I hadn't hit it.
She surprised me. I hate spiders.
Everything's fine. The danger's past. At least as long as the werewolf doesn't... Timmy?
Timmy is the werewolf?
Don't!
Are you crazy? I would have got him.
That was my friend Timmy. He isn't a werewolf. He's a were-rat.
Did you know about it?
He was often ill. Always became very reclusive when that happened.
Perhaps once a month? During a full moon?
Remy never told me how Timmy's parents died. It could have been a werewolf attack.
Dangerous beasts. Nothing but anger, hate, and muscle. Also fur. Your friend shouldn't have kept it a secret from you. He would have ripped you to pieces if he'd had half the chance.
Timmy was sleeping in Esther's jacket pocket when we arrived in the dark woods. He didn't know it was always night with a full moon here. And out there in the real world, it was another 2 weeks before the full moon.
Perhaps it's not his fault, but he's dangerous. If he attacks me, I'll defend myself.
I'll find a way to break the werewolf's curse. Maybe there's a library with magic books up at the castle. The sorcerer might have been interested in werewolves. Or maybe the Count knows something. He seems very fond of wolves.
Good luck with that. As far as I know, only a shot to the head with a silver bolt can break the curse.
It won't come to that. We'll look for Esther in the heart of the wood, and I'll take care of Timmy.
As long as he doesn't take care of us first.
Why does a girl like you decide to become a bounty hunter?
What do you mean, a girl like me?
Most gnome girls I know wouldn't choose such a dangerous career.
Yeah? Well, they'd rather be engineers, mechanics, or technicians. But what if I'm not interested in all that girly stuff?
Totally with you there. That's why I became a mage.
Well then, can't you just conjure something up and poof, the evil's gone?
No, I'm not a mage anymore.
Oh, I think it's good that you at least gave it a try.
And you? You always wanted to be a bounty hunter and simply followed your dream?
I wanted to help my clan. I didn't want to stand by and watch as I earn gold. We need it.
And once you have the gold?
We'll see. Go back home. Maybe I'll find myself a handsome gnome.
Won't you miss the adventure?
Nearly being eaten by spiders? No, not particularly.
We should continue on together and watch each other's backs.
Perhaps that isn't the worst idea. I've normally got a good sense of orientation, but in these strange woods...
I've got an idea how to find the heart. I'll need a device from the mayor for it, though.
Then I suggest you go and get the device and I'll hold the fort. But not here near the spiders.
Okay, shouldn't take too long.
By the way, my name is Lizzie Pebblebrook. My friends call me Tin Lizzie because, well, it's quite obvious, really.
Yeah, but she put her helmet on and then took it off once we get back here, I guess. I don't know how far they had to travel. Maybe it was safer to do it that way or something. Okay, so I need somehow to convince him to give me that device. And we've already talked about it with him before, and he doesn't want to give it up. I don't think I don't have my inventory, right? Yeah, I don't think I have any kind of blueprint for it, which is what I would need to let Gulliver and or Nate create it. Sure. What else? What else?
Lizzie and I could wander the woods for hours without finding the heart of the wood. Not that I've anything against spending a bit of time with her. But we still don't know what's happened to Esther. And every hour that Timmy spends running through the woods as a werewolf puts him in terrible danger. If we can get the mayor to lose confidence in the effectiveness of his ghost detector, then he might be prepared to give it up.
Makes sense. So that's why we do that. We're going to dress up as a ghost so he thinks it's not working. And now he doesn't want it anymore because why would I want something that is obviously completely failing? This way. Should be the beginning, right? Yeah. And then out. Okay.
Ta-da! Time for a ghost performance. Ooh! 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 Oh! Ooh!
What are you doing?
I am the ghost of the wood.
Haven't we got enough real spooks around here? Do you have to dress up like one too?
I I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh.
I can see your feet. And is that my bedsheet?
You haven't settled the ghost of the wood, but I will return. Ooh.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know how, but he recognized me. It may be because he has a lot of experience with ghostly apparitions, living in the dark woods and all. Or it may have been my feet poking out from under the sheet.
Or the fact that you're not very good at faking stuff in general. Wilbur's strength comes with kind of a combination of using logic against somebody who tries to present an argument against him. Like, why would I help you with that? Because that's such. Oh, well, this reason, and therefore because you feel this way, this is what you would do, which means you have to help me, kind of a thing. Or finding random scraps and bits here and there, cobbling them together and making do with what he's got. Right? And that is good to get him by most things. It's not going to help him act the part, though. Gulliver or Nate, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Nate would be the more likely, I think, just because Gulliver is, like, all sad. But maybe not. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Gulliver. Okay.
I dressed up as a ghost, but even though I was totally convincing, that
Yeah,
stupid mare recognized me right away.
Sure you were. Totally
It was maybe my
convincing.
feet that gave me away.
Then let's use my head to play the ghost. Turn me into a ghost.
Here's a white sheet to start with.
And? Scary?
Sort of.
Okay, what else?
I've come up with an idea on how we can get you to fly.
Really?
Yes. I don't want to go into detail, but let's just say there is something to do with this homemade fishing rod.
I see. Tie it up.
Done. That werewolf you saw, I think it was Timmy.
Timmy, what are you saying?
I met him in the woods. He's a were rat.
You mean Timmy's been bitten by a werewolf?
Not tonight. Presumably some time ago. He was in Esther's coat pocket when we got to the dark woods. It's always night here, and always a full moon.
And when my fluffy kitten was frightened by the paladin?
He must have fallen out of the pocket. He saw the full moon, and poof, changed.
And you said it's always a full moon here.
Ah, that's right. We have to find a way to lift the curse. Or we have to somehow get Timmy out of the dark woods. What do you think, Gulliver? Is it time to give the mare a bit of a fright?
We can at least give it a go. Oh, a flying ghost this time. Oh, very nice. He doesn't look very scary. But he can speak. Oh, nice effect. But I've already seen ventriloquists at the fun fair.
But
We'll be back. Oh,
Stupid.
let's get out of here.
It's like a 5th grade.
But everything usually startles him.
He didn't seem scared this time. Don't let your head drop. We'll think of something and try again.
Then we'll just have to make the costume even spookier.
Yeah, it's like a... Yeah. I mean, it's honestly, it's like a 7-year-old trying to pretend to be a ghost at this point. It's pretty redonkulous. Okay, let's see. any of this other stuff that I have is going to work. What else? Okay, so
Gulliver,
Yes?
okay, not yet.
right then.
We're here if you need us.
Okay, so okay, let me use the restroom really fast. We'll be right back. No, the bathroom. It's not a restroom. It's my house, so bathroom. But anyway, be right back. All right. What else do I have around that I could use?
Lizzie's very brave. I'm sure that episode of the spider was just a little slip. She didn't hesitate for a second when I suggested that we find the heart together. I'm not sure what to ask. I think I'll simply gaze at her for a while. I mean, I'm going to concentrate on the task at hand.
I see. That's not embarrassing at all.
Nah, I better let her stew. Hello.
Oh, ghost. What was that all about?
I thought, a little joke might lighten the atmosphere around here.
Don't joke about ghosts.
If you get bitten by a werewolf, you turn into one yourself, right?
That's what they say. It's called the werewolf curse.
Do you know how to lift that kind of curse?
Well, there are lots of normal wolves around here, especially near the castle. But werewolves? Well, none have ever strayed into our region. That's why I don't know much about them.
See you again sometime.
I hope so. I really do.
The silver boat fits perfectly into the crossbow. I'll arm the crossbow once things get serious. I don't want to be running around the place with a loaded weapon.
Yeah, I definitely don't think I have anything with me that is going to help with the costume. Doesn't want to talk to her anymore. He doesn't know about the werewolf curse, how to help with the werewolf curse, and otherwise also knows nothing else, apparently.
Gulliver, I'm just thinking if we could get our ghosts to glow using a couple of hot pieces of coal.
Or how about glowing eyes? That would be even scarier.
Great idea. Then all we need is some kind of holder for them. And we'll need to be very careful. Those coals are very hot.
Oh, right. Here, hold these. Don't lose them.
Yeah.
Nate, give me 2 pieces of coal. Red glowing ones from down at the bottom, if possible.
Goodaloo.
And? How do I look?
That is really spooky. And also just a touch revolting.
That's how it should be.
Gulliver,
Yes?
this time we'll do it.
Let's spook! Oh, whoa! Ooh, whoa!
Wow! Oh, that looks really scary. Well done.
Aha! Then you should use your PKE and see what it says.
I don't need it. I know there's nothing supernatural at work here.
How do you know that?
Well, for one, I can see the string you're using to hold up the ball or whatever it is. And I can see you. I'm even speaking to you.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Wilbur? But the eyes look great. And the voice is good too.
It's
How do you
burning
manage to
off
make it
all
sound
the-
as if it came from the ghost?
Why do I smell burning?
That voice isn't coming from me. It's coming from...
Fire! Fire!
Ah! Ah! Wilbur, where are you? Ah! Ow! What the devil is going on here? Where is everyone?
What is that?
The, rubber ball has changed itself into an evil skull.
Right. I'm an evil, terrible, demonic skull. Fear me.
But I'm not getting any sign of supernatural activity.
Oh, that's because us evil demons have learned how to haunt without being recognized.
That's not possible.
But there's more. Get the man with the PKE, the Heart of the Wood said.
No.
We shall return.
That was unexpected.
We're doomed.
No, I'll find the heart of the wood and put an end to this. Have no fear. See? See you later.
Hey, Silwell, good to see you. That was ridiculous. So, a 7-year-old's equivalent of trying to haunt goes wrong and somehow successfully scares. Okay, I guess that's a thing. Apparently. That was, well. Encoding overloaded. Who is... I'm confused what it's trying... Okay, I don't know. Whatever.
Wilbur, well, how do you think we did? From what I saw up there, he almost wet himself.
That would have made me feel even more guilty. I wish we didn't have to scare him that badly.
All for a good cause. If you can track the heart of the wood with the PKE and destroy it, then you'll actually be helping him. Here, catch.
If I use it in the woods, it'll show me the way to the heart of the woods.
Try it out, and good luck.
Do I use this or just go into the heart of the woods first? Probably the heart of the woods, I would assume. Let's do that.
Hey, haven't you forgotten something?
What?
My eyes.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, that's better. Some of my best ones. Esther says the left one is the most handsome one I have.
Okay. Now let's go. Okay.
Look what I've got here.
What is it?
This device can tell us how close we're getting to a source of supernatural energy.
Genius! We just have to keep to the paths where the device reacts strongest.
That's right. Our senses can be fooled, but not good old gnome technology.
I'll mark the route we follow so we can find it again later.
Let's go.
I think this thing is just leading us round in circles.
I don't believe it. Look. The heart of the woods.
Are you sure?
It caught on
Pretty
fire.
much. Yep.
We have to be prepared for anything. Headless horsemen, paladins, witches, spiders. There could be a whole army waiting for us in there.
Ladies first.
I can look at her, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, so... it's back in the normal woods, yeah. See if there's anything to examine while we're around here. Does not look like it.
Whatever is living in the cave under the tree, it's killed off all the trees close by.
Okay, I guess we'll go inside.
Well, okay then. I'll lead. Esther!
Well, 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 who have we here?
This isn't possible. The Archmage is dead. Who are you?
Yes, I'm dead, thanks to you. If you weren't so incompetent and stupid, I'd still be alive.
Enough! You're not the Archmage.
Wilbur, how can you say such a thing? I was your friend, and you didn't prevent my death.
Who are you really?
Silence!
Yep, we know that Remy is not really Remy either. Yeah, it's all Monkus,
Archmage
obviously.
Alistair and Remy were my friends. I forbid you to pretend they're here.
Don't you understand, Wilbur? We relied on you, and you have abused our trust. You disappointed us, and you will disappoint Gulliver, Timmy, and the others too. You're just a stupid little boy who makes everything worse.
Rubbish. Don't listen to him, Wilbur. No, a spider.
Yes! I will suck you dry.
Stop! I know who you are.
And...
I really only wanted to distract you from Lizzie, and it worked.
you will lose her too. You will lose everyone you love.
Yeah, whatever. You're always whatever we're most afraid of.
I'm death, disease, loss, failure, humiliation. The monster under the bed. The creature in the cupboard.
Lizzie's afraid of spiders, Esther of the Paladin who once chopped her head off. And me, I don't want to make any mistakes and cause anything nasty to happen to my friends.
But you can't prevent it. Neither of you will leave this cave alive. And then I'll get your friends one by one.
You have no chance against the two of us. Lizzie and I are a good team.
Yes, one of you is half petrified with fear, and the only thing keeping the other upright is the courage of desperation.
So to prove that the supernatural tracker doesn't work, Wilbur brought the undead skull and hit it with a cloth to make it look like a ghost. I think it would have been easier just to toss the head. Yeah. Well, except you just toss the head. I mean, then it's just a skull. I mean, I guess Gulliver could have talked at that point, but still. I think the combination of the burning fire plus the sudden surprise of the talking skull. I don't know. You're probably right, though. Just Gulliver talking would have been enough, probably.
You aren't real. Arrows and bolts just fly straight through you.
Nothing can harm me. You're lost desperately.
You only have power if we give it to you, right?
No, I am real. I will kill your friend.
Yeah? Go on then.
I will sink my fangs into your skull.
No, you won't. The spider isn't real, Lizzie.
I am. Fear is real.
It can only paralyze us if we let it. Why are you backing off? Are you gonna bite her or what?
Yes. Why should I be scared of you if you can't do anything to me?
But what if I can? You can't be sure.
I'll take the risk.
You can't destroy me. I'm always here.
But we can control you. Everything okay?
Yes, I'm all right now.
Aw. Wilbur saved Lizzie. And then also saved Esther. Mostly. Although Esther's still cowering, so that's not great. I'll do the usual. I'll look around first and then. Guess that's looking at Esther.
Esther hasn't made a sound yet. I hope she's all right. And I hope she can walk. It'd be a long walk back if I had to carry her.
Can you carry her? You're not very tall, and she's really tall. She's probably... gonna be awkward, like, to carry if nothing else.
A picture of a clown. Funny.
Right, because some people are afraid of
A
clowns.
sad clown is art, everyone knows that, but this one here looks pretty normal to me.
And then the spider, yeah. All the things that it could terrorize people with.
Even though I spent quite a bit of time in Seastone, I don't know much about fish. I'm a child of the mountains. I'm pretty sure that this must be a dolphin, though, as it wants to play with a swimmer.
With teeth? I mean, dolphins have teeth, but, you know, with those kinds of razor-sharp teeth, no.
Someone once told me that dolphins weren't actually fish at all.
It's true.
They were actually birds, because they flew through the water with their wings, just like birds through the air. Might be something to that.
Well, okay. First part, true. Second part, fake news. There's no way. Birds? Really? How? How are those birds? Okay, anyway. Picture the man. Klaus?
A man waving at the observer in a friendly manner. He's wearing a name tag. Looks like his name is Claus.
Or
I don't get it.
Claus? Like Santa
I
Claus,
don't
then, I
like it when
guess?
you really have to think to get the meaning of art. What is this Claus picture trying to tell us?
For cave, don't do that.
All sorts of small stuff and a few pieces of clothing too. Yes, this thing fed off its victims' fear. It made them ill, perhaps even drove them mad. They were no longer able to think of anything else, didn't eat, and no one in the town knew what had happened. The PKE's burnt out. The Heart of the Wood finished it off. A little mirror, a flute, shoes, scarves, and there's a hair clip. Lots of little things, all mementos of the abducted villagers. I will talk to the mayor and offer to bring everything back to the village once I've freed Timmy from the curse and found the sorcerer's book.
Cass, just Esther and Liz. Yeah, let's just talk to Esther first.
Esther, how are you doing?
He's going to cut my head off, and then I won't be able to look after Gulliver and Nate anymore.
Don't worry, Esther. That thing is gone. It can't hurt you now.
The paladin, he wants to chop my head off. Who's going to take care of both my boys then?
Gulliver and Nate are fine. They're both waiting for you at the campfire.
Yes, for now, but the paladin wants to chop my head off. And who'll take care of them if that happens?
There is no paladin anymore, and there never was one in the first place. It was a kind of apparition sent to scare you.
No, I definitely saw him. He is out to get my family.
Look at me, Esther. There's no one here who wants to do you any harm. The ghost has disappeared.
He has gone?
It's gone, and it won't come back as long as you don't let it.
He said that he was going to get Nate. As soon as he has chopped my head off, he was going to get my little boy.
It won't come to that. I'll explain, but not here. Let's join Nate and Gulliver by the nice warm fire, okay?
Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Wilbur.
Pretty scary, eh?
Whew, too right. What do you think it was?
A demon? A ghost? Some headless creature that only becomes powerful when we give it power? I believe that after the sorcerer died, the people in the village were so afraid something terrible would happen that this is exactly what did happen.
And if they hadn't been so afraid, they could all still be here.
My uncle was always afraid of becoming ill. That made him ill. And if you're afraid of dying, it can make you forget how to live. You know what I mean?
You're quite the philosopher, Wilbur Weathervane.
I've just been thinking a lot how it's better to do things and maybe fail than not to do things because you're too scared to fail.
Wilbur had character growth. Imagine that.
What are you going to do once this is over? Will you help me find the sorcerer's book?
That's your adventure. I've my own.
Oh, actually, I think we're a good match. Well, as partners, I mean. You know, as partners in adventure. Adventuring partners.
Oh, I think so too. Seastone in spring is supposed to be worth a visit.
Yeah, about that. At the moment, it's a police state run by a complete nutcase.
That could be lovely. It just depends on who you're with.
Aww. Young love, budding romance between a bounty hunter and a sorcerer. Tale as old as time.
As soon as she takes Gulliver and Nate into her arms and knows that everything is okay, she'll forget this cave in no time.
I guess there's nothing else here. Let me make sure I'm not missing something. Let's leave the cave, so not grabbing anything from down there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more. Okay, let's go ahead and head.
I know 2 people who are longing to see you, Esther.
And I know someone who owes us a sack of gold.
Come on, let's go.
So, there was never a curse?
That's right. No curse, no real threat. Only fear made it become a reality.
Oh, then I'll try to be more open-minded in the future and not always assume the worst.
You can start by welcoming my zombie friends into your village.
We'll see. At least I'll talk to them.
That would be good.
That picture of a clown looks normal. I wouldn't want to see scary clowns in this world. Yeah. It's not quite as bad, but it's kind of what was his name? The clown in It. It's like approaching that. What was his name? Crap. Why is it escaping me? I know his name. Anyway, the clown, the creature, not just clown, obviously it was a creature in general, but the clown from It. It's like closer to that than a normal clown. Yeah.
If my memory serves me right, you promised a sack full of gold to the person who hunted down the Headless Horseman.
Of course, and you have earned it.
We earned it. You get half of this, Lizzie.
That won't be necessary.
Oh.
See you around.
She totally
Oh.
played him.
Yes. See you later.
I think she just, never mind.
Never mind. She totally got played. Oh man, I actually kind of saw that coming. Not exactly. I wouldn't have predicted she's gonna kiss him, and while he's flustered, she'll walk off with the gold. I thought though he was going to get the gold, and she would have just snagged it and said, "Hey, I earned this," or whatever. Pennywise. There you go. Thank you, Silwell. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't think of the friggin' clown's name. Pennywise. Yeah. But yeah, I thought the mayor was going to hand the gold over to Wilbur, and as he was reaching for it or something, she would snag it and leave. I mean, look what she did with Nate earlier. I mean, true, Nate is not a gnome like she is, so there's not like that kinship of race, but still, she's a bounty hunter. She acts like a bounty hunter. You have no reason to believe she's going to do something differently, obviously.
Why did fear show itself to you in the form of a Headless Horseman?
Oh, my grandfather always used to tell me the story about a headless horseman. I was terribly scared of it, but it was still my favourite story.
And if there's enough hysteria, you'll believe anything. Even that ghost stories are real.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know how to defend yourself against the curse. So could you please show me the way to the old Van Buren castle?
Oh, yeah, of course. You and the enchanting young lady.
Huh, and about time too.
I'd better draw myself a good map. I'm sure I'll be going back and forth between the castle and the village a few more times. My friends are here and Timmy is still somewhere in the woods.
Fine, let's go.
Yeah, we still need to get Timmy at whatever point that happens. We solved the way to get to the
Thank you,
castle.
Mr. Whale. I drew my path on the map very carefully. This way, we can always return to the village if necessary.
No need. I'll only leave the castle one more time, with a few crates of gold.
What do you mean?
This place sucks, don't you think?
The castle will blossom in your presence, just like me.
Flatty!
My moonshine.
You won't believe what I've been through. I need a bath this instant.
But of course, my love. Then perhaps a light dinner, and then let's just see what the evening holds in store.
Ahem.
Are you her servant?
No,
You can be my servant. My Igor died years ago. For good this time.
Actually, I wanted to...
Wipe your shoes, or you'll have to clean everything again.
But... there we go again.
Gonna have to clean the castle like he cleaned the school library, yeah.
The castle is way, way too big for one person. Why do all rich people always buy buildings like this and live in them all alone? I'd say that coach hasn't moved a meter since old Van Buren's day. Several spokes are broken. Yes! Ooh, there's a small tree growing out of one of the seats. I wonder how many owners this castle had before Van Buren. Too bad it's so run down. Soon it'll be nothing but ruins.
Yeah, this is old Van Buren, which is the something great grandfather of Chantal, right? Just as a reminder. So the Van Buren name is similar because this guy, whoever he was, his descendant, his bloodline went down through Chantal's father, who now is dead, and into Chantal. So Chantal carries the bloodline, but Mrs. Van Buren, that's on the city council, does not tie into that. She's just by marriage. So, give me a second here. All right.
As the rooms the Count uses are so dilapidated, I wonder what the others will look like.
I mean, really, his whole using rooms and the castle generally is just so he has somewhere to basically be safe while he's insensate to the world because of his vampirism.
Nasty statues. I saw them from the drawbridge. They look like a mixture of a man and bat. And it's almost as if they watch you the whole time as you approach the castle. Neither the drawbridge nor the portcullis were able to protect Van Buren against the mages, paladins, and villagers who came for him. Maybe he was no longer at the height of his power. Otherwise, a sorcerer like him should be able to defend a castle like this easily.
It's a fair point. It was a fair point.
Legend has it that a master builder was once hired to come up with a visually appealing way to divert water from the roofs of buildings. He thought to himself, why don't I put statues on the corners of the roof and let them get rid of water the way you, well, get rid of water? The idea with the peeing statues didn't meet much approval, and they forced him to change his design. He was very angry about the whole thing. That's why gargoyles today look like they're constantly throwing up.
The explanations that come up for some of this stuff are hilarious.
Doesn't look like rain, thankfully. A storm is the last thing I need in a place like this.
That just goes back down. Okay, letterbox.
The Count and his young fiancée met through a newspaper ad, which means someone has to fight his way through the mountains on a regular basis. Just a single sealed scroll. To Count Vladimir Orlov, the Dark Woods. Oh, hey, the seal bears the Seastone coat of arms. I wonder why someone would send a letter from Seastone to the Dark Woods. The letter's sealed, and it's not proper for a servant to read his master's post.
Are you the servant, though? Are you really? You just showed up, and, like, magically you're his servant. Just because he said he thought you were doesn't mean you are.
The Count seems to like chickens. That's a good sign. Anyone who likes animals can't be a bad person.
I think that's an incorrect assessment, but sure.
The chickens seem to be quite lively. They run, they peck. You could say they're poultry in motion.
I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure there was a killer, like a serial killer, that was totally into animals. Like was like all like had I don't remember they didn't have a farm, so it wasn't like horses, but they had like dogs and cats, maybe even fish or something. I can't remember now. I seem to remember something though along those lines. I think there was a serial killer that had like a bunch of animals, was really kind to the animals, was a great pet owner, horrible human being who took the lives of a lot of other people, I think. But I might be mixing a couple of things in my head, too. I'm not sure.
The Count seems to like chickens. The chickens seem to be quite lively. They run, they peck. You could say they're poultry in motion. The chicken coop is in pretty much the same condition as the castle. Skew whiff. And the roof leaks.
The roof leaks. My roof was leaking. I don't know if it still is or not. I finally got a roofer to come fix it. But I don't know where he left off, if he was just figuring it out and knows what he needs to do, or if he actually got the repair done. I'm not sure.
A shallow water bowl for the chickens. Empty. They've no use for an empty bowl.
Don't know there's anything more to do with the chickens right now. I assume we'll do something with them later. Although, maybe not.
Nothing but weeds and trash everywhere you look. The Count really does need some urgent household support. Time to make myself useful as the new servant. On the other hand, I'm not the world's best gardener and should probably leave well alone.
Just take some, yeah. As he's so we're gonna spend like the next hour weeding the garden or something, or weeding the outside of the castle. Pulls weeds, bowl, scroll. I'm not sure how much of this really ties in together. Okay. I don't know there's anything else out here. We could always come back out, I think, right? And look again later. Okay, let's just go in and see what's inside now.
Oh, fine. Lovely.
Bunch of piles of melted candles. What is going on here? This is a strange motif, yeah.
Hard to believe how high the ceiling is in this hall. The chandelier chains disappear into the gloom.
This is what? Go to the chest. Let's not do that yet.
You can see eyes blinking way up in the dark, and you can hear the occasional squeak. I think those are bats. The Count probably hasn't noticed them yet. I can hardly imagine him allowing bats in his castle.
Yeah.
From the outside, it looks as though the castle has at least 5 or 6 floors, and old castles often have cellars and dungeons too. Judging from the outside, I'd say at least 5 or 6. And old castles like this one often have cellars and dungeons too.
What?
A lot of work for just one Igor.
I clicked one time. Why did you say it twice? Okay, whatever.
How many candles must have burned here to leave a pile of wax that big? Or are those magic candles that have been burning for decades? Ah, if I need a load of candle wax, I know where I can find it.
Pictures. None of this stuff on the table? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Right.
Ooh, scary people. I can't tell if these are relatives of the sorcerer or the Count. The only certainty is that these are some of the creepiest faces I have ever seen. But they look somehow generous. Ooh, I can't... The only certainty is that...
That's going out. There we go.
A small wood stove like that can't even begin to heat such a huge building. Here in the hallway, it's exactly the same temperature as outside. The stove reminds me of the one in my classroom in Seastone. It had a broken pipe too, and it was pretty useless. However, this one looks less pleasant.
Less pleasant. Would that be because of the scary face, kind of, that it makes on the front?
The castle really needs to be dusted. But, seeing as how it would be my job as the servant, I think I'll just keep quiet on the subject.
Don't tell anybody. Don't let them see ya. Don't let them see you. Well, or don't reveal you're slacking off or something.
The Count probably got tired of always having to clean the mirror. Very old mirror. Except for a few dull spots, it's in good nick. Very old mirror. Very old mirror.
So the mirror. All of that is. Okay. So nothing further to the right here, looks like. It's also a mirror. Pictures again. Stairs again. Into the hall. Okay. Or we could approach the chest. Which probably, well, I don't know, probably, but might be what we want to do instead. I think I'm going to do that. I think that's everything in here examined. I think so.
There are some pretty strange characters here in the gallery. But this one really takes the cake.
That would have been Van Buren, I think.
A very unpleasant looking fellow. He looks evil, arrogant, and more than a little bit crazy. There are some pretty but he looks...
All right. This way. No. Nothing more over here. Or this other side. Yeah. Okay, I guess it's looking at the chest now.
A heavy wooden chest with 7 seals. 2 of them are open. Could be where the book is hidden, but it could also contain the Count's well-protected underwear. Either way, there's no sign of how to open the 5 remaining seals.
That's what I do. When I buy new underwear, I put it in a chest with a bunch of locks on it. Don't want anybody messing with my...
Could be where the book is hidden, but it could also contain the... Either way...
Okay. So we will need to figure out a way to open 5 more seals, I guess, right? Okay, and that's... Because we just look at the stairs, it's not going to let us go up them.
The only footprints on the dusty stairs are from Miss Kiki. Doesn't Count Orlov ever visit the upper floors? Does the Count stay down here the whole time? I should have a look around down here.
I forgot that she had said her name was Kiki. I didn't remember that.
The only footprint... Does the...
Okay. So let's go in the hall then. Yeah, because this is just examine more for now.
Ah, there you are, Igor. Prepare dinner for my fiancée. And set the table with all the trimmings. We want to have a romantic meal before withdrawing.
Okay.
My name's Wilbur.
My servants are all called Igor. Igor, his father Igor, his grandfather Igor, and his father too.
Whew, you certainly had a lot of servants.
That's why it's too late now to get used to a new name. I'll call you Igor. I would even give you Igor's old suit, if I had it.
The villagers told me that the mad sorcerer Ashcroft Van Buren used to live here.
That is correct, until he was hung, drawn, and quartered. The wizards and paladins didn't do things by halves, just quarters. They took everything that was of interest or value to them. They left the rest here.
Was there a book amongst the things left behind?
The Sorcerer's Diary. Yes, I found that a few months after I moved in a secret desk drawer.
No, I mean, more of a magic book, you know, with incantations and such.
No, not that I know of.
The large chest in the hall looks like it's been there a long time. Is it yours?
Van Buren had it built, but now it belongs to me. The painting up there is of him. The chest and the painting are the only things the mages wanted to take with them, but they couldn't. Both are bound to the castle by powerful magic.
Ooh, so there must be something important in there.
I don't know. I've only been able to open 2 of the 7 seals.
Maybe that's where he kept his spellbook.
Is it valuable? The young ladies are getting ever more demanding these days, and my new line of guano skin cream for the man of the world isn't done quite as well as I hoped.
Master, maybe I can help opening the chest for you. I'm good at that kind of thing.
If you wish, as long as it doesn't clash with your other tasks. I want to be sure my little bunny rabbit is properly pampered. Here, the Sorcerer's Diary. I was able to open the first 2 seals with the help of this.
Thank you, Master.
Calling him master. But I guess in this kind of situation, you don't really have much of a choice if you don't want to get, well, slapped hard or even worse, like get something seriously bad happen to you.
Do you know much about werewolves?
Not particularly. Us and them, we don't get on. Normal wolves, yes. They're the children of the night, and I like standing on the balcony of an evening, listening to them singing. But werewolves, poor souls that have been cursed and can feel nothing but primitive anger and hate.
Is there any way to get rid of the curse?
Of course, quite easily. You have to kill the werewolf that cursed you in the first place.
And if you don't know who it was?
Then you can only hope that a friend pumps your head full of silver.
No way! Master, this scroll was in the postbox.
From Seastone. Archmage murdered. Wanted, blah, blah. Nothing of any importance.
Are you sure?
I'm not interested in politics. Kings and archmages come and go.
Yeah, yes, you're right. No reason to burden yourself with such things. There's a picture of the Archmage and me on the cover. Even if the Count isn't interested in politics, he's not likely to let a wanted murderer work for him. He would hand me over to the Van Burens if he noticed. Otherwise, the Count may have spotted that his new ego is wanted for murder.
Oh, whoops.
The council leader must have sent these search warrants everywhere. I hope one didn't make it here. I'll have to be careful. I don't want to go back to Seastone in chains. Luckily, the scroll rolled itself back up. Otherwise...
Luckily, the scroll rolled itself back up. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. I didn't ask what they wanted for dinner. Probably should do that at some point, but maybe not yet. I don't know.
Cutlery. Incense? Not something I really expected to find in a place this old. On the other hand, maybe the Count also noticed that it sometimes smells a little moldy and musty in here. Incense? Not on the other...
Okay. So we're not taking it, I guess. Already opened it and got the cutlery. I would guess no more, but maybe you do it a second time for more, for one for each.
Nothing of interest.
No, okay, we got it all. Okay. I was like, maybe a second time to get some for Kiki and some for the Count, but I guess no. Okay.
Are these just decorative plates, or can they be used? Nate once ate fried potatoes off of the Queen's face in Elfborough. Ivo's mother was not amused.
Really? Wow.
Igor, be more careful.
I didn't do anything. The plate just flew off the wall.
I've lived here for 10 years. Castle Orlofstein has never been haunted.
Weird.
Yeah, that's going to be Alistair's ghost, right? Trying to contact us at this point. Surprised it didn't show up like in the woods and in the forest and stuff, but maybe that's too strong of the fear energy or whatever that was going on before. Maybe.
The Count seems to be a wine lover. Red wine, to be exact. Seems to me the Count doesn't need a servant for his wine. He refills the glass himself.
Okay, so we're not grabbing this to take to dinner as well. Might need to get another one separately, possibly.
I find it odd that Count Olaf bought a castle in the dark woods. Most old people love the heat and the sun. There's not a lot of either here. Maybe he burns easily.
This picture, maybe, of a key or like the burn mark or something left behind by a key or the lack of dust or whatever. This I find interesting. I would have thought this might have somehow tied into something with the locks on the chest or whatever, but apparently not.
What's this cord for?
You can make various bells in the castle ring by pulling it.
But there's only one cord.
Who needs more?
I don't think Master of Castle cares having a murderer as a servant. Capture fee instead. Yeah. Although, does he really care about a fee? Like getting money? He seems like... I mean, first of all, this is supposed to be Dracula, so he wouldn't care about that really so much anyway. But also, even if it weren't Dracula, he seems like he's wealthy enough. He probably wouldn't just go for any kind of capture fee here or there just because it's some money. Although, maybe that's how he obtained his fortune and he keeps doing it. It's always possible. Yeah. Hard to say. Let's see if there's anything else we're going to look at before I pull the cord. Let's see. candlestick? Okay.
Ooh, the space here isn't just brighter and friendlier than the entrance hall. All the candles make it a lot warmer too.
I'm supposed to set the table, so. Nothing more over there. Okay. We'll want to do the plate. Cutlery. It's only one place, though, but who knows? If I don't want to do the water bowl, I don't think that makes sense. She's not a dog. She's not going to drink from the water bowl. Pull the cord and see what happens. So far, nothing.
The sorcerer's diary the Count found hidden in a desk drawer. The Count opened the first 2 seals with its help. The sorcerer's diary the Count found... The worms cannot comprehend my genius. That is why they say I'm insane. Rutherford does not trust us. He will deceive us, I know. He will be the first to die once we have the power of the Nameless One. Who is Rutherford? Here is a drawing of the various seals. There's something written next to each seal.
Yeah, since I have the map of the woods, in case we go back there for some reason, let me write down what we find from this.
No one is smarter than I. I have devised a chest for my most valuable possession with 7 seals that only I can open. Each seal can be opened only in a very special manner and only I know how. Each mechanism is more clever than the one before. And there's a list describing how each seal is opened. Ha! It's a good thing the sorcerer was so proud of his work.
A list describing how each one's opened, huh? Introduction. Okay, so.
The second seal is opened with the blood of innocence. The seal is already opened. Maybe the Count cut his finger peeling potatoes and then he touched the seal.
Nope, that would be incorrect. Okay. Because the second one's already open.
The third seal will only open when the word open is spoken in Ratish.
Open. Spoken in Ratish. Which means almost certainly we have to reverse the curse on Timmy, and then he could speak in Ratish the word for open. Okay.
The fifth seal can only be opened by the breath of death. Death breath.
Breath of death. That could be Gulliver or Esther. Right? Possibly. It could also technically be the Count. That's possible too.
Only one of worthy heart can open the 7th and final seal.
Worthy heart? Do it one more time.
Only one of worthy heart can open the
Yeah.
7th and final seal.
Okay.
Only the hand of the truly greatest sorcerer of all time can open this seal.
Hand of the greatest sorcerer of all time. And I don't know which one. This seal, which one is that? That goes. I guess that's the first one. Follow the line. First one, because he had said this was the second. Okay. So the first seal. Okay. Hand of the greatest sorcerer of all time. Okay. And this one, which is going to be the fourth seal.
Only those who feel insatiable hunger can open the 4th seal. The 4th seal is already open. No idea how the Count managed that one. He never eats anything.
I'm thinking the second and fourth that are already open. I probably don't need the clues because they're already open, but I wrote them down just in case. In the off chance that I might need them after all.
The 6th seal is opened by the invisible key that is visible to all.
That might be that thing that was on the wall that I was talking about, that key picture. Possibly. Okay, so I wrote down the different clues. So now we just need to figure them out. What's that? Alright, second seal we don't need to do. The first one, hand of the greatest sorcerer of all time. So we're going to have to find the grave site of the sorcerer or something. For that, maybe we return to the heart of the forest, but also maybe we just talk to the innkeeper and he tells us where they buried the Count. We get his hand that way. We still have the axe, so maybe that's how we use it.
2 seals are already open. 5 are still closed. The note should help me.
Okay. These change too. This keeps cycling through different people.
Am I nuts, or are those paintings different from before?
Yep. It was like this right here was what was here. So this must have been somewhere else. So these are shifting all around. Interesting.
The pictures don't seem to be alive like in the Mage Tower in Seastone, but they seem to constantly change. Very handy if you have more paintings than space on the walls.
Interesting. Anyway, okay. One of worthy heart. Let's try 7. I don't know if Wilbur will think he's a worthy heart or not. We could try.
The Count has opened the first 2 seals using the instructions in the diary. That leaves 5. This seal will only open to one with a worthy heart. Maybe I can. Master Alistair always says that my heart is in the right place, but apparently that's not good enough for this seal. Although, Van Buren was an evil sorcerer. He wouldn't have been able to open the seal either if worthy heart meant someone decent. He could have meant exactly the opposite, someone who's devious, mean, and nasty.
That's going to be the last seal then. Yep. That's going to be, because that's going to end up being Munkus, because Munkus is after the book also. So that's going to end up being, we're going to get everything else, and then Munkus is going to open that 7th seal. He'll show up, he'll open the 7th seal, and then he'll get the book, and then stuff will continue from there, I guess. So back to the hall and get that invisible key. Maybe. No. Can't do anything with this. I could see potentially shining light on here to get it to do something, but I don't know how you would do that either. If you can't interact with it at all, I'm not sure how you would do that.
Not bad, but something is still missing. That should do. So, looking good, even if I do say so myself. Count?
Yes, Igor?
And what may I serve you and the young Miss Kiki?
For the young lady, a rocket salad with vinegar, oil, and strips of chicken breast. That's what young ladies eat these days. Nothing for me, thank you.
Not even a little bite?
Maybe later. Until then, I'll make do with a glass of red wine.
As you wish, Master. I'll go and find the chef and order the salad.
I don't have a chef. I normally order out.
But I can't cook.
How hard can it be to make a salad with vinegar and oil? Make haste, Igor!
Very well. Count Olaf, Master. Your table awaits, Master. Is that to your satisfaction?
Yes, delightful.
Thank you, Master. I saved your fiancée in the forest. She was thrown from a horse and lost her way.
The poor child. What luck that nothing happened to her. I've been waiting for her for so long.
I heard you've been married a few times.
Many times. Unfortunately, I've never grown old with any of my lovers. I am cursed. I'm forced to try again every few years with a new young woman.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm really sorry. I need to know how to say open in Ratish.
I can't help you with that. I only speak Batish, not Ratish.
Oh, cool. Say something in Batish. I can't hear anything.
But the bats out there in the hall are doubled over with laughter, believe me.
If you'll excuse me, Master, work calls.
Make haste. My little honey bunny has gone upstairs to take a bath and could come back down at any minute.
What is upstairs?
Nothing of interest to you. Your place is down here. And tomorrow I'll show you the cellar and the crypt.
I can hardly wait.
Let's talk more work, Igor.
Says the guy who's sitting around doing nothing but reading.
I'm pretty sure this is something similar to Rocket.
And then I need oil, vinegar, and chicken strips, right? Do I kill a chicken? Is that how we're doing that one? Get the axe and stuff. Although chasing a chicken is not going to work very well, right? I would need to get the bowl of water, probably.
I can't kill one of these chickens. And even if I could, I don't want to. Sure, I mean, I like sausages and steaks and sometimes maybe a bucket of fried chickens. But that's different. Those fried chickens don't run around clucking.
Okay.
Wilbur!
I knew I could find the way back from the castle. And I almost didn't fall into 2 crevices. Or the same one twice.
Well done.
I almost didn't, so he actually did. Wow. Alright. Well, good job.
Like father, like son. They deserve some rest after the last few days. The fire's still burning brightly. Esther won't let it go out all night, that's for sure.
Where is luggage? I thought Nate would be sleeping around. He said, like father, like son. I haven't seen Nate, but that's fine.
I have a long trip home ahead of me once I get that book from the chest. I don't know whether any of the others will join me. I'm sure they all would if I asked them. But things could get dangerous in Seastone, and I don't want any of them getting hurt. Esther,
Yes?
that took it out of them, didn't it?
Yes. They have to recharge their batteries. You should have a bit of a rest too, Wilbur. You must be exhausted. Do you want me to make you something to eat?
Oh, something to eat would be great. I've been hungry since we got here.
Then I'll make you a sausage. These are Timmy's favorite sausages. I wanted to surprise him with them tonight.
I will help him, Esther, I promise.
I know. Just be careful with the little fella.
As long as he's careful with me.
Ready. Careful. Hot.
Ow! Ooh! Ah! Thanks.
Ah! Ooh! Ah!
You look thoughtful.
I was just thinking about what a lucky woman I am. I've got a partner who loves me and a wonderful son. Everyone is healthy and we're all together. You only think about these things when something bad happens, or nearly happens.
I think the book is in a large chest in the castle. A chest sealed with 7 seals.
Can I help?
Would you happen to know how to say open in Ratish?
No, not a clue. Timmy never spoke to me in Ratish, nor Ethel for that matter.
Yes. Presumably they only speak their language amongst themselves. Can I have another sausage?
But of course. This place is growing on me, you know. Now that the ghost stuff is all gone.
You're not a city zombie, are you?
People need to get used to us. Big cities always have a constant stream of new people to get to know. Here in the country, you only have to convince each person once that you don't want to chew the skin off their faces. Ready. Careful. Hot.
Ow! Ooh! Ah! Thanks. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Yeah, so we got sausages to lure Timmy, possibly. I don't know. Got to figure out a way to kill the werewolf that made him, right? Well, maybe. Or maybe he'll just temporarily turn back, although it's doubtful here with the moon always being out. So I'm not sure on that. Okay, we... Breath of Death. I could have sworn it would have been one of these guys, but I guess not. Or maybe just not yet. Maybe something else has to happen. I'm thinking Timmy might be one of Worthy Heart, or Gulliver or Esther. One of those three might be one of Worthy Heart, actually. I kind of had my doubts on Wilbur just because he's too nervous about stuff. And I think a Worthy Heart... Well, actually, I don't know why I'm looking at that again. Because I'd already said, I think it's actually, since it's reverse, it's like a negative Worthy Heart. It's probably going to be Monkus. I don't think he'll know. I can ask the innkeeper, see if he knows how to say it in Radish also.
Mr. Whale looks less anxious and stressed, even with the big task ahead of him, filling the village with life again. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello, Mr. Weathervane.
And? How's life without fear?
Oh, it feels good. I've finally got time to recruit new inhabitants for the village.
Glad to hear it.
I thought about putting an ad in the paper. Somberville, deserted village in cursed region, seeks citizens to occupy houses of previously abducted and murdered villagers.
That's perfect.
How does that sound?
I don't know. My friends up at the campfire could move into one of the houses. They're very nice, and Gulliver and Nate are skilled craftsmen. They could get the village back into shape in no time.
I don't think that we want their type here.
But that's unfair. Just imagine that you're a family man and have never done anything wrong in your entire life. You and your wife have always worked hard, you have a great son, and then you come to a village that's urgently looking for residents.
Yes, but they're zombies.
So what? Imagine a zombie village that doesn't want you and your wife and child because you're different. What would you think of people like that, huh?
Well, you can't really... Well, I suppose I could talk to your friends.
You do that.
Why did he get all stuttered and stuff on his last sentence? It's like he was nervous to say you do that, except... Or was that supposed to say that the mayor agreed more quickly than he expected? I'm not sure. Okay.
Do you by any chance sell lettuce?
No! This is an adventure shop. Adventurers don't eat salad. They go into the woods and slay wild boar.
Then you probably don't have any chicken breast fillets either, do you?
No.
And salad dressing? Oil? Vinegar?
Again, no. Well, actually, I do have oil. Some warriors like rubbing it into their muscles to make them glisten in the sun.
Then I'll have that then.
Oh, I'll even give it to you for free if you promise not to rub it on yourself in front of me.
Thanks.
Bodybuilder warriors or something. Awesome. Oh, the crap.
Do you know how to say open in Ratish?
Oh, well, I could let you know what "are you trying to take the piss" is in the language of the dark woods.
I was only asking. I think I'll be going now.
Oh, how's Miss Kiki? Has she sunk her claws in the count yet?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, come on, Wilbur. A hottie like Miss Kiki? She's just a gold digger. The count will need to watch his back.
What? But they love one another. They met through a newspaper ad, and it's not very nice to think that of other people, Mr. Whale. Tut tut.
Yeah. I mean, kinda, but I really don't think Kiki's the one that needs to watch her back. I'm pretty sure it's the other way
Should
around.
I buy a souvenir? No. My pockets are always so full of junk anyway.
Was that leaving? Or was something else? Yeah, okay, that's leaving.
Even without fear, he won't get rid of his goods anytime soon. The only people for miles on Mr. Whale count all over Miss Kiki. And she didn't seem very impressed by his stock.
Mayor again. There's anything else here? Okay, well, but I did get the oil from him, so that's good. Old oil. Gross. Old. Yuck. Okay.
Hello? Must have been mistaken.
Yeah, must have.
I half expected the sun to come out and everything here to bloom once I defeated the fear. That would be the perfect house for Esther, Gulliver, and Nate. The three would bring life back to the village. Or, something along those lines anyway. Maybe the villagers wouldn't have been so easily frightened if it weren't so creepy around here. The whole area is famous for its ghost stories.
I mean, it's next to a forest that has a lot of fog normally by it. It's dark all the time. The moon's always out. How are you going to eliminate the creep? I really don't know that you're going to be able to.
Maybe the villagers wouldn't have been the whole. Maybe the village.
Okay, so it's all the same. It wasn't letting me click initially, so I clicked too fast trying to get to work. Okay. If I could have found some grain or something similar, I thought maybe I use those for the chickens, but I guess not. Sausage for Timmy, but I don't know. Let's here go. Oh, I'm not just gonna jump to the village anymore, or to that anymore. Oh, go to the cave. I see. Okay, that's fine too.
I wonder whether the fear drank the wine. Or was it the last sip of some unfortunate soul here? Ugh! The wine must have been here quite a while. It's gone really sour.
So you think it's gross, but you're gonna take it anyway, huh? I mean, I guess.
It's sad when you think that none of these things can ever be used by their owners again. Who knows who this flute used to belong to? I'm sure he or she would have loved to have played it for many years more. Maybe I can give it a new purpose.
Pied Piper maybe draws Timmy, and then you give him a sausage to further lure him? Maybe. Is he falling asleep? Is that what was happening? He's like nodding off. Dude, don't get me going down that road. That might not work out well for the stream. I'm just like unconscious in front of everybody. Would not be the first time. Unfortunately, but it would not be the first time. I don't know that I see anything else here. Okay. Oh, look at the tree.
Lizzie attached a Timmy bait to that tree, a bloody rag. Maybe it's a good sign that it didn't attract Timmy at all.
But I could do sausage. Wait. Oh, is he eating it? Oh.
Ah, I needed that. A few hours sleep would be lovely too. But first, I have to get that book.
Oh. There we go. I didn't know he was going to eat the first one, but I guess he took two, so that makes sense.
If there's still even just a little Timmy in the were-rat, this will do the trick. Timmy loves bratwurst. Oh no! He jumped right over it. Shh, shh, easy, Timmy. Ouch! I knew you were in there, Timmy. A were-rat would never have been interested in sausages. That's all you. Fight it. I'm not a good flute player and really shouldn't practice within range of an angry were-rat.
No. Oh, travel quickly too. I completely forgot I had that in my inventory. Wow, fine.
Timmy, are you in there?
Okay, well, we've got him. How am I going to... Hmm. He's trapped for now. Okay, let's... I guess go back to the castle.
Hello? Hello? Oh, who's there? Huh? Huh? Master Alistair? Are you all right, Archmage? Has Ivo changed you back? And why don't you come here? You could open a portal. A ghost over some kind of drawing? I don't understand, Archmage. What does that mean? Archmage? Master Alistair? He's gone.
Yeah, he's changed again. Now we have some other vampire up here. We've got, I don't know, a couple of aristocrats or I can't talk. Or aristocrats. There we go.
The wine, so sour, it could make a good substitute for vinegar. The only thing missing now is the oil. Oil is oil.
Not really.
Vinegar and oil. Why do people always say the cooking isn't as easy as it looks?
You would not want engine oil to substitute for your salad. Gross.
Rocket, vinegar and oil. Now for chicken. But where do I get chicken breasts when I don't want to hurt any chickens?
No idea. Trying to think of anywhere where we've had any kind of a bird. I really don't think we've have. That may or may not have changed these, but it might just be if you leave and come back, which would have included... Was it reading the diary? Something like that I did earlier.
My master, I mean the Count, has forbidden me to go up there. and I think I'll listen to him. Castle's pretty ramshackle, and the book should be in the chest anyway. That's more than weird. Why is Master Alistair trying to contact me through the mirror? And it looked almost as if he didn't have the strength to stay. Of course, he's still transformed, so he can't use his magic properly. A ghost over a symbol. Maybe I'm supposed to summon him.
The summoning circle that's, or the protection circle, but maybe a summoning circle that's down at the inn, maybe. Dubious, I think. Feel like that's a dubious idea, but let's try it just to be safe, or just to be certain. Yeah, nothing is happening when I hover over that. So, where would I summon him? I'm not sure. Also, we have this water bowl, which the chickens might go for, but I don't know how I get...
Esther,
Yes?
do you know how to summon a ghost?
No. Gulliver used to house share with two ghosts just before we met. I think he would have loved to know how to banish ghosts back then.
Pity.
Didn't get along, I guess.
I've trapped Timmy in the woods.
Is he okay?
He's still a wild were-rat. Apart from that, yes.
At least now he can't hurt himself or others anymore. But you must change him back quickly, Wilbur.
I'll do my best. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
All right, well, let's leave it at that for now. Okay. All right, so that's going to be it for now. The thought I have is that we are getting pretty close at this point. I'm not saying we're done with it. Obviously, we're not, but I think we're getting pretty decently close. My thought is probably that we're at least mostly, if not completely, done with Ivo and Nate now. I don't think we're probably completely done with all scenes, but as far as they're trying to figure stuff out, I think we've probably passed that point. And there won't be any more. There could be, though. I don't know, obviously. But I think probably what's going to happen is we have Wilbur finish getting everything figured out with the Count and with Timmy, because Timmy will have to speak Radish to get the seals. So we'll finish with the Count and Timmy, and then we'll get the seals open, work on that and get that done. Probably figure out how to summon Alistair and listen to what he has to say, whatnot. That might be right before we finish opening the seals, I'm not sure. And anyway, and then we'll open the chest, get the book, or go to get the book. But we'll have the 7th seal. Munkus will show up. Munkus will open the seal. We'll have a big closing series of whatever it will be. May not just be a cutscene. Might be some things we have to manually do. And then we will go from there, I think. I think that'll be probably closing credits. Maybe a few final scenes. We'll see for sure. But that's kind of the feeling I'm getting, is it'll be something along those lines to close it out. So, anyway, thanks for joining me. I will see you all, hopefully, if you can make it, in about 21 hours. And I will see you, Silhouette, anybody else who can make it, in a little less than 12. See ya. Peace.
Poor spider.
It's Free Boy. Oh, that's so sad.